What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 12 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Today we are using this really cool Zacian Groudon team built by DangoVGC, who is a really good friend, and I'm really excited to try this team out. So it is, as some people see, the 6th that did win the most recent regional, and has kind of been running around on ladder everywhere. I think that's for very good reason. This is a very, very strong team. And so hopefully we can kind of like take advantage of that strength and get out some really good games. Especially because this is an archetype that I'm not the strongest with, so good practice with that is always great. So first of all, we do have Zacian, just arguably the greatest Pokemon ever. Not much to say here. Max attack, max speed. You're trying to go fast, you're trying to hit hard, and you're just trying to get big knockouts. Next up, we do have the Assault Vest Groudon. So Assault Vest on Groudon really picking up mainly to help with that Kyogre matchup and just really put in some work. It also does give us access to Heavy Slam, which I think is some really cool tech that can help versus certain matchups, and also access to Heat Crash, so we do have that big max fire. Next up, we do have Charizard. Charizard, obviously just a very good candidate in the sun, gets incredible strength as a result of that solar power. We do have Lumberry to deal with problematic Pokemon, mainly Grimmsnarl trying to go for T-Wave, and we also do have access to Blast Burn and Heat Wave, so even in the event that Charizard finishes its max, it can still go for Heat Wave and get some good damage out. Next up, we do have Incineroar. So this is a pretty fast Incineroar, mainly with the idea of you just want to hit first and you want to hit powerful. So excited for that to kind of play out. I normally play a lot slower of an Incineroar, so excited to try out a faster variant. Next up is Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl, it just does what it does. We do have Trick with the Iron Ball, so that can lead to some pretty interesting situations for us. We also do have Thunder Wave because it's good, Reflect, and then Foul Play to help deal with those Zacians. And then finally, we do have Gastrodon. Gastrodon has picked up a ton of popularity. It really helps against that rain matchup, as Kyogre can be a really big issue. But yeah, we do have the code on the screen. We'll have the paste in the description. And with that, let's just get rocking and rolling and move into the first game. All right, battle number 1, and it is versus Kyogre Zacian. So it is Kyogre Zacian, Thundurus, Ferrothorn, Shedinja, and Kingdra. So this is a team that's been running around a fair bit. If I recall correctly, it's physical Kingdra. I don't know what the Thundurus is, but I like the idea of Charizard Gastrodon with Groudon and Zacian. So my main idea with this is this gets us the switch in for Charizard, and I think being able to set up with that is going to be really important, especially with that Shedinja. We can just immediately put on pressure with the Max Wildfire. Like I said, I do expect a physical Kingdra, so I guess there is argument for what's it called? For other things, mainly bringing out Grimmsnarl. I think Grimmsnarl would have been a really good one there, being able to trick on the Iron Ball. But I think this is fine for now. It will be about maintaining control of the Weather War. So we'll see. Like I did say before, this is an archetype that I'm not the most comfortable with. So we're trying to make it work. But yeah, the idea of Gastrodon lead is that we can switch into Groudon and pretty much have the guaranteed rain because of the fact that they can't set up in the face of it. So it looks like they might have timed out based on that. So if we do see Kyogre Zacian, right, that's a free switch into Groudon and a free G-Max Wildfire into the Zacian spot. So we will take a little bit from Kyogre. Yeah, okay, so we are going to see Kyogre, and it looks like, okay, so no timeout there. Yeah, I don't know what type of Thundurus that is. Is that going to stop me from going for a G-Max Wildfire? No. Is this a good idea? No. Am I still doing it? Yes. I really wish I did know what type of Thundurus that is, but I'm hoping that, right, if we can, what's it called? If we can fire off a Wildfire and get the KO onto them, I think that'll be really big. We are going to see a swap into Kingdra. Kingdra is fine here because now we're going to set up the weather. I should probably have checked what type of Thunderous this is. Like, I know James Beck just used this team. Cybertron is, I think, using it right now. So we are gonna, let's see. Okay, so they are gonna max, so it looks like it is going to be Defiant Thunders, which is sad. I don't think we take a Lightning. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm too lazy. It's not gonna. Charizard. 252. Wild Charge. I mean, this doesn't matter. Let's just do Bashful. Will you KO me? Max Lightning does KO me. Okay. That was sad. I called a Defiant Thunderous. I called a. Okay. Interesting. Probably calling the switch there because you don't expect anyone to stay in. We'll take it. This lets me fire off a big Wildfire. In the Sun should do a huge chunk. Okay, over half. That's good to see. What? We can Protect and Stone Edge because I don't want to... Okay, yeah, I want to go for Max Guard here and go for a Stone Edge onto the Thunderous because I do want to try and preserve Charizard as much as possible. You could switch into Ogre, which is what you no, because if you switch into Ogre, that means you're sacrificing your max. So I don't think you're gonna do that. You could switch out Kingdra into Ogre, so you give up the speed boost there, which is fine with me because then I can switch out into Gastrodon the subsequent turn. And yes, we will be a little bit weakened, but I think that's fine. Yeah, I think this is fine given the fact that they went for an Airstream. Probably just calling the switch because I don't expect anyone to be stupid enough to stay in, but here I am. Yeah, so we're gonna get the guard off. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're just gonna see another Airstream into the Kingdra. I mean, not the Kingdra, into the Charizard, which is fine with me. Icy Wind Kingdra, we know you're physical. You lie. We just need to hit this Stone Edge and get the KO, as we don't. It be like that sometimes. We go for an Airstream and Precipice Blades. Yeah, that Stone Edge miss. Stone Edge miss is awkward. We're gonna see the Lightning. Lightning, I think at this point is fine. Yeah, because you're finishing up your max. We did lose Charizard, but we are going to significantly chunk the Thunderous to the point where it's almost dead. And we have really good damage on Kingdra, so that's good for us. As Outrage is going to come out. Yeah, we know you're physical. Groudon takes that not as well as I would like. Are we... Please hit the Precipice Blade. Okay, we at least hit the Precipice Blades onto Kingdra, so we are going to get the KO there. That's going to let me bring back Gastrodon. Yeah, we can bring out Gastrodon here. We are Assault Vest, so we are a little bit weary of Kyogre, right? We can't just... So, that's tricky. This is actually a really good position for them because of the fact that that Stone Edge miss was actually like a really good deal, because now you get really good positioning. Oh, okay, you're gonna bring out Zacian. Interesting. Zacian gonna come out here. Thundurus no longer has a max. We have one turn of... I want to say it's in Wildfire range, right? It's definitely in Wildfire range. I have no reason to not double up this Zacian. Let's go for... Heat-Crash isn't the most... Let's go for it. We are going to see the Foul Play come out into Groudon. Groudon should live. Perfect. Blade going to come out. This should be into Groudon, right? Yep, into Groudon. So I'm fine to lose Groudon here because what happens now is we get good damage onto the Zacian, and if we get a KO with Wildfire, we're actually in really good shape here. So going to come out. Okay, that's not a KO. Wildfire, please KO the Thundurus. Perfect. Thundurus going to go down here. So we took a really big risk. And by really big risk, I just didn't know what type of Thundurus it was. So here's the thing, right? Kyogre comes out. I can play rough the Kyogre. Play rough the Kyogre and Earth Power the Zacian. Because we're Jolly Max Speed, so we should, barring a Jolly Max Speed, Zacian go first. Forget if this is... I don't know what this spread is. I'm going to click that, and we play rough into the Kyogre. So we are gambling it, but it's fine. I think, yeah, this is our best shot. We should live a hit from Zacian, so that's good. We just need to, like I said, connect the play rough. I think if we connect the play rough, we're in really good shape, because that should be close to KOing the Kyogre. And then we can try and get it down to a 2v1 where we can go for a Sacred Sword the subsequent turn. Yeah, so that's kind of my thought process right now, but we'll kind of see how that plays out. Good to know, though, that it is Defiant Thundurus. I guess I just thought, oh, your Scarf. Okay, going for a Freeze. So play rough going to come out. Not enough for a KO. We're going to see the Behemoth Blade, so this might KO my Zacian. I don't think so, but I think with the chip, maybe. Okay, so it is going to get the KO there, but we will get the KO onto you. Yeah, so Earth Power going to come out here, get the KO onto their Zacian, and at this point, I mean, barring a freeze, we should be able to get the KO here. Yeah, so we can safely just go for an Earth Power into the Kyogre, and that should be more than enough for a KO, like I said, unless they do get a freeze or a crit. We should be able to take this. Yeah, we absolutely eat that up, and even if we had gotten frozen, right, we had a couple turns to work it out. So glad we were able to clutch the first game. I know now that it is Defiant Thundurus, and that is not something I want to risk. But yeah, really good first game, and let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is Kyurem Zacian. So I've actually seen this team a fair bit recently. It is Regieleki, Kyurem, Zacian, Hydreigon, Indeedee, and Ferrothorn. So the important thing to know is that the Indeedee is not Psychic Surge. I kind of just like Groudon, Charizard, Zacian, Incin. Yeah, this is tricky because Hydreigon is just good. You have Helping Hand on Indeedee. I don't actually know much about Hydreigon despite just losing to this team. I didn't know it was like an actual accepted team. I also don't know how to spell Hydreigon, fun fact. So I need to manually find it. AHY. Because there's no way that they don't. Like Hydreigon, I just 100% expect. Yeah, that is not how I was spelling it. You have a weakness to Fairy, good. Weakness to Steel, Zacian in good shape here. Okay, so you're slower than Charizard, which is good to know. We can just go for a Wildfire into you, along with like... We can't Precipice Blades safely. Okay, so we're gonna see Kyurem Indeedee, which is interesting. I'm fine to Wildfire anyway. I think Wildfire just like is a good choice. And both things are grounded, so we do have access to... Oh, wait, is this different? I'm just gonna go for it. It is neutral onto Kyurem. So given the solar power boost, like it should do a lot. And then we do have Precipice Blades as well. So really just kind of hoping for big damage right off the start, which is kind of what Charizard does best, right? You lead it with the idea that you're going to pick up an immediate KO and then have that continual pressure for the rest of the game. And what's nice is we do have a spread attack here. So even in the event that you decide to go for, what's it called? You decide to go for Follow Me, like we're still in good shape and we can still get some damage onto this Kyurem, both with the Precipice Blades as well as the Wildfire Chip. So we're gonna get big Charizard right now, and I think this does set us up well. Oh, you can just you can fake out into Groudon, which is fine. Is there Psychic Surge? I don't know how to check. I should have checked. I know there wasn't when I played this team this morning, and given that it's the same 6, I feel like that's not an unreasonable expectation, but I don't know. I should have checked. I'm making excuses here, but we're gonna see Big Kyurem. Big Kyurem is fine because if we can KO Indeedee, right? You don't have redirection for Zacian, and you don't have speed control either. So that's just an easy KO there. So that's really good for us. Okay, fake out onto Charizard. Great. So this is it might still be Psychic Surge because Charizard is flying. But really good. Wow, that is, I'll take that. We're gonna see a Strike come out. Interesting. Strike the Charizard. Life Orb? That has to be Life Orb. There's just no way that's not. Yeah, that's definitely Life Orb. We are going to miss something. It looks like we missed the Indeedee, which is bad. That's actually really bad. Because now, if you bring out, I mean, it's fine, right? You bring out Zacian, you're going to outspeed anyway. So we have to go for a Precipice Blades and a Wildfire into the Zacian slot. Cool. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, we are going to see Zacian here. That P-Blades miss is unfortunate. We go for it again, as well as a Wildfire just onto the Zacian, right? Like, I'm not going to get it, but it's fine. And it looks like they're just going to see the writing on the wall. You can't stop the Precipice Blades, which is good. I'm glad that I was able to get redemption against this team. Because I lost to it earlier, and that makes me sad. I mean, it was a quick one, but also, like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it, and yeah, with that, let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 3, and it is Calyrex Kyogre. It is Calyrex, Incineroar, Kyogre, Rillaboom, Regieleki, and Dusclops. So this is tricky. I like Gastrodon, Charizard, no. I feel like I have to bring these 4. Let's do this. If you do a Lecky, right, we have Groudon to pin you. I think... Oh, I didn't bring... That was dumb. I didn't bring Gastrodon, and I'm playing a Kyogre team. So, the question now, on everyone's mind, is can we stop the Dusclops Trick Room? The answer is no. No, we cannot. That's fine. Yeah, that was dumb to not bring Gastrodon, but it's just like, I guess I didn't need Incin. I think Gastrodon actually was better in this situation because it, like, I was thinking, oh, I'll bring Incin for Calyrex, but it has a poor matchup into Kyogre, so this is really going to be about positioning Groudon more than anything, and hoping for good Wildfire Chip. So we are going to see Incin Dusclops. So right, the expected thing to happen is I max Charizard and what's it called? Get fake outed by instant on Groudon. So what I could do is flip the script, go for a Heat Wave here, and go for a Max Quake on a Dusclops and hope it's enough. Because right, what I'm thinking is you're gonna target down the Groudon, which, like, fair, right? We're gonna see a swap from Incin. This is Kyogre, most likely. It's Ogre, so okay, that's fair. That's annoying because then I would have gone for Wildfire. But God, imagine if I went for Hurricane. That would have been nuts. But we are gonna at least, okay, so in the positive, we are at least able to get a special defense boost, which should be able to help with this Kyogre. I would have liked to change the weather, but it is what it is. Heat Wave does double connect. We could get a burn, which would be nice. Burn on the Kyogre would be great. No? Okay. That's fine. Because of the attack drop, we're not going to get a KO here. So, not the best lead. Pretty bad lead. That's an easy Trick Room at this point. So, what? We can... Yeah, that's an easy Trick Room. I walk right into that one. What? Let's protect you, and I want to Rockfall the Ogre. Just because now I want to get rid of your Rain and take advantage of my special defense boost. So really trying to reduce your damage as much as possible. Obviously there is the fear, right, that you can just go for Geyser. We're going to see the Kyogre withdraw. Interesting. So this is Ice Rider? Okay, it's Incin. Smart. You're just saying, hey, let me get a bunch of Intimidates onto this Groudon and kind of waste my max, which is fine. Interesting. Dusclops has Protect. I've actually never seen that. So that's cool there. We can try and get just big damage onto this Incin. I think it's fine to kind of play around this way because, like, we are also... I mean, that's good damage. I'll take that damage. You're also, like... Yes, they're wasting my max, but they're also not doing much themselves. They're wasting their Trick Room. And I think that that's big. So let's, what? I think we can Hurricane Incin and go for a Quake onto Dusclops. Let's just try and get some damage onto Dusclops. You might just fake out the Charizard, which is fine. Like, yeah, we haven't done anything with our max. We just got damage onto one thing. We're okay. Zacian or okay, Kyogre's gonna come out. So Kyogre will take a decent chunk of damage, which is fine with me. We are gonna get Groudon to +2. And so let's see, it is gonna be, yeah, an easy fake out, but it is what it is. That actually did a lot more than I would have liked. Quake gonna come out. We are gonna get some good chip onto, great chip. I'll take that. That's actually a really good chip onto the Kyogre. So we are gonna get up to +2 special defense, which I think is nice. I don't want to give up the special defense boost. I'm gonna go for a I'm gonna go for a Hurricane into the Kyogre as well as a Precipice Blades onto both. Right, because if we can get rid of Ogre, we're in great shape. Ogre is the only sort of tricky thing right now. And we're going to see a parting shot into Groudon. That's not fine, but... oh, it's probably going to be an Origin Pulse. I don't know what... It was like, it's fine. Yes, you're just going to Origin Pulse. But Origin Pulse can miss. So that's kind of what we're relying on here. We're going to see Clopsy Boy come out. So this is fine because if we... Oh, Groudon... Oh, interesting. You're going straight for a Thunder. Into Charizard. Charizard might live. Perfect. Charizard lives. Great. I was expecting an Origin Pulse. Precipice Blade's gonna come out, going to do like not much as a result of everything, but Hurricane 100% accurate, going to absolutely. That's a KO, right? That's not a KO. Oh my god. Let's protect Charizard, and I'm just gonna click Precipice Blades again. Sad. We could see an Origin Pulse here, but what that means, right, is okay. So we know you're not Scarfed. We're gonna see Protect Dusclops. That's fine. Charizard's gonna protect. I don't think we're gonna see another Thunder. We should see an Origin Pulse come out. Yeah, we are gonna see the Origin Pulse. I think that makes sense. But we are +2 special defense with an Assault Vest, so hoping for success with that. As yep, Groudon, perfect, able to take that. We just need to hit this Precipice Blades, and I'll be a very happy individual. As yeah, we are gonna get that, which is nice. So we significantly limited the switches that my opponent has access to. What's tricky though is you can bring out Ensign and set up another Trick Room, which yeah, we're gonna see Ensign just come straight out. Charizard I don't think can live at this point, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take advantage of the rain, and I'm gonna bring out Zacian here, and I'm just gonna click Precipice Blades. I mean, Precipice Blades is gonna do damage. We don't necessarily want Charizard as fodder here because of the fact that Calyrex can get a boost, but having Ensign, I think, in the back is going to be really helpful, right? And we haven't shown that we don't have Gastrodon yet, which is, it is what it is. We're going to see the Fake Out come out. Yep, into Charizard, makes sense. Precipice Blade's going to double connect. Good damage onto Ensign. I would have liked a KO there, but it is what it is. Dusclops, it's getting really, really low. And so what I'm going to try to do is I just want to Behemoth Blade and Precipice Blades onto this Clops. So the scary thing is, right, like Calyrex can still pull off a comeback. I would not be surprised if Calyrex could win this 4v1. So we're really trying to push here. And also, like, right, you can't really afford to Parting Shot, because if I call that right and Blade into your Ensign slot, like, that's just bad news bears. So we have just good damage coming out. We're gonna see, wait, okay. I did not, okay, this is interesting. Okay, so we are going to see a Parting Shot come out onto Ensign, or onto Zacian. Makes sense. This is going to give you Dusclops. So if we get the KO here, right? If we KO Calyrex, it's just game. So this P-Blades is like really a big deal. Plopsy Boy is going to come back out. Yeah, that's fine. Go for the Frisk. Precipice Blades. Oh no, what did it miss? I think I missed the Calyrex. Yeah, oh, that's a big deal. That's actually a really big deal, because now you could live. That's tricky. Okay, you're not weakness policy. Interesting. I'm gonna double switch into Ensign. I want to just try and get an attack drop. And right, I feel like a Max Quake. You can Max Quake into Zacian, which is Charizard, which will live. Or you Hailstorm into Groudon, which is not going to be very effective. So really trying to put that off. Groudon putting out a ton of pressure. So we're finally going to reveal the fact that we don't have... What's his face? We don't have Gastrodon, which is nice for us. So we're still, I still think we're in a very tricky spot. Charizard gonna come out here, right? Charizard not really just appreciating anything. We are gonna see obviously big Calyrex, so we just need to, if we get this positioning right, we do have access, right, to, you're at -1. You could have called the switch, which would be sad. You're super low, so if we can just make it to the end of Trick Room, We're good. We're going to see Helping Hand. Please go Max Quake into my Charizard. Ha! Goat. Let's just go for a Heat Wave and a Flare Blitz. Right? Because at this point, you could... What? You Nightshade the... If you Nightshade Charizard, Quake the Ensign, I don't think you KO because you're at -1, and you won't have the Helping Hand boost. So trying to go for that should be... yeah, okay, so we are going to see straight Helping Hand, which is fine by me. We are going to see the Quake come out into Ensign, which I think is smart because it's going to give you a special defense boost to better deal with Heat Wave. As, okay, we do survive, which is huge. So now we are going to be able to fire off a Flare Blitz into this Ensign. I mean, not into this Ensign, into this Calyrex. Pick up the... Okay, it is a KO. I gotta check these things. It's a very small screen, and like when you're at 1 HP, it's hard to tell. So Heat Wave gonna come out. That's gonna... Oh, it's sick. It's gonna proc my berry. So that triggers before the recoil, which is actually really cool. It's a really interesting interaction. Nice. So yeah, Heat Wave gonna come out, single target. Dude, Dusclops is absurd. But at this point, it's fine, right? We do still have access to Zacian and Groudon in the back. So what we can do is we can protect and just go for a Darkest Lariat onto this... Oh, wait, how many turns of Trick Room are left? This is the last turn. I don't care. I'm going to just go for a Heat Wave and Darkest Lariat onto the Dusclops. I don't really see a way out. And yeah, so it looks like they're going to cancel. So overall, some really good battles. I'm glad that I'm starting to figure out how this team comp works. I think it is definitely something that's going to be relevant for the next couple months. So not only having experience playing with it, but also against it, I think is important. So once again, huge shout out to DangoVGC for the team. We'll be using it some more in the next episode. And until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.